is up, you guys? Good to see you on this beautiful, I mean absolutely gorgeous day. We've got another 80-degree day today, and I tell you what, people are starting to put their orders in for mulch. We have begun the season of mulch madness, and we've got some gigantic stumps that came, well, not even stumps, just sections of trees. These had to be some old ones here. Good gracious, at the rings. So we got our good buddy right there, Jesus. He's measuring them. We're gonna, I think Dad said they're taking them over to the splitter and busting them up. Then we're gonna take them down to the hydraulic log splitter. These will be perfect size firewood for grassroots burning in our boiler down there. Is that one good? Too long? Too wide? Okay. Yeah, too long. So I reckon since he pulled out his tape measure, these are just a little bit too long. So they're just gonna have to bust those up with the screw and then run them through the grinder. Of course, we got our buddy Fern on the Cobelco SK210 feeding the B66L. If this weather holds like this, it is gonna be non-stop from here on out until it gets hot. We'll watch Jesus here and make him nervous. See if he can do it. So a lot of this wood that comes in is great hardwood, and we'll take it down to the wood splitting yard. And of course, Dad heats his house with it, I heat my house, and we heat the garden center with all the good wood that comes in. I think we done made him nervous. Now it looks like that other fork's gonna miss it. Let's see if he can do it. Uh-oh. Yep, we done made him nervous. Jesus don't like the camera too much. I knew you could do it. Let's walk over here to the other Cobelco real quick, see if we can catch them busting up some of those huge logs. So not all the wood goes into the mulch production here. The majority of it, yes it does. A lot of it goes for firewood. And then I promise soon, I told you in guys in past videos, my cousin has got a sawmill right up the road. We've got to go check his facility out and let you see him how he actually cuts it and makes it into rough cut lumber. But the landfill's been crazy. The garden center's going off right now. This little warm snap that we've had has just spurred everybody into spring mode, and it's just gonna be hanging on for the ride here for the next few months, because it is gonna be busy. I'm glad to see though, at least we have a few good stockpiles of mulch, because it's already started going out by the truckloads. And I apologize if the wind's messing with the audio. I've got the wind slayer on the GoPro, so hopefully it's not messing with the audio too much. Man, these are massive. I love watching this screw work. It's one of the coolest things ever. That's awesome. That's some tough wood right there. You can tell by the water in it, that's fresh. Man, that oak had some age on it. I don't know where it came from, but it had been wherever it was for quite some time. Busted open like it ain't nothing. This thing is too cool to watch, but that is some wet wood. Nicely done, sir. That thing's so much fun to watch. I could just stand there and watch them split all day long. And I'm not sure why the MC266 ain't running, but it's never a good sign when you've got material on the feed conveyor and it's not running. So it might have gone down on us, which is the worst time for that to happen. But it couldn't have gone down very long ago, because I see the edge stacker here is still running, so it must have just gone down. I see Brandon over here. Let's go see what he knows about it and see how bad it is or what's going on with it. Looks like maybe they just ran out of color. I see they just cranked the generator up in order to turn on the dye stirrer. So this is a non-toxic dye that we use to color the mulch with. So maybe they just ran out of color. What's up? Run out of color? Yep. Okay, good. I thought it broke down, so that's the best case scenario there. No, we don't want to talk about breakdowns right now. We gotta be running wide open, man, because season is upon us. Can't believe this thing's still running, man. We've had that darn generator for a while.
It really doesn't.
It doesn't?
You give it a second, it'll kick out.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, something's going on with it. If you don't sit there and leave it idle enough, it trips out.
Oh.
Here in a second, it'll cut the mixer off. You got to get up there and reset it. But if you sit here and leave it idle up in your hand, it'll run all day long. I don't know.
Gotta hold your mouth right, I guess. Hey, how long does it take to mix up the dye?
10, 15 minutes.
Okay, that's all right.
Depends on how old the toad is.
I got you. So they'll get the dye nice and mixed up, and then of course we'll hook the water to it. This is the color pump, so that'll regulate how much color we put into the mulch. That's all. That's all, folks.
Alright. Yeah, take it off later. I can run about half a tote.
Has mulch madness started up already?
Started early this year.
I know, man. This weather is freaky.
I hope we get a little bit more cold weather so it'll slow down some.
I know we ain't had hardly no break, but it's gonna be wide open now, brother.
Next week, we're gonna take that trommel down here. We'll try to set it up.
Okay, cool.
With the trommel, we'll probably do that Monday.
Awesome.
Tuesday.
With the edge. Oh yeah, that'll be cool. Well, I gotta come check that out.
Yep.
Uh-oh, you lost your hat.
I know, right?
All right, well, I'm gonna try to fly the drone around a little bit. I don't know, it's kind of windy as all get out.
Don't lose it.
Yeah, no joke.
I know your track record.
Yeah, my track record don't stand too good, do it? So Brandon was just saying when we had the deep freeze, the heat exchange busted on it, so he had to completely rebuild this colorizer. So we've got two colorizer units, one just as a backup, and then also if we ever wanted to do dual coloring with the MC266 and the B66, we have the option to do that too and really get some output.
Hey, Ryan.
Yo,
Water maker?
what's that?
Is that water maker?
Some kind of oak. I reckon, but I don't know what, it had enough water in it.
I know, it was squirting water.
I'm telling you, I ain't never seen nothing like that. You busted right through it though. And I'm glad to see we've got plenty of pallet waste, because we're gonna need all the wood waste that we can get right now to survive through spring. Brandon, is the shredder okay? All right.
Yeah, we just ran out the other day.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, we just been busy.
Yeah, I understand.
Take your pick of that bin back there before you go.
All right.
This is the worst it's ever smelled.
Oh, all right. I may do that. I don't know.
It is bad.
Is it?
Yeah. If you go look at the compost rows, I don't know if you can show any of it, but you know they had that fire.
Yeah,
alarm.
right.
So the last 6 loads we got have been nothing but little chicklets.
Oh my
like,
goodness.
No eggs, no nothing.
Just
chickens.
baby chicks.
Yes. I mean, it's rank.
Rank. All right.
All the sun and heat we had.
Yeah. And so what Brandon was talking about as far as making a colorizer, we're going to attempt to use our edge trommel to do the actual colorization of the mulch inside the trommel so we can increase our output. Because, you know, with the MC266, it does a great job, but it's just limited on the amount of yards per hour that you can send through it. So if we're able to pump more dye into a larger vessel, we're hoping that if we can convert our trommel screen into a colorizer, we can greatly improve our output. Because even though we've got some decent sized stockpiles out here, this is going to be gone in no time. All right, well, let's go put our earplugs in and get our hard hat on. Let's go watch the big girl B66 eat some logs. And I promise I'll try to get you guys some more shredder footage. Unfortunately, I'm having to bounce in between all the businesses right now, just helping out where I can. And every time they start the darn shredder, I tend to not be here. So I'll get it for you though, don't worry. And Brandon wasn't kidding about that pit smelling right, because as I came over here to my truck to get my safety gear, getting a whiff of it now, and I don't know if I even want to go over there, but I know y'all are gonna make me, so let's go watch some grinder footage, and then I'll try to stomach the chicken pit. All right, we're all geared up. Y'all, I gotta get a haircut. I'm going tomorrow afternoon to get my haircut because this mullet is out of control. I'm gonna let Fern know that we're gonna go to the other side of the rotochopper, see what kind of footage we can get down in the grinder for y'all. Man, that's some huge stuff there. Good grief. He'll put all this stuff here in the two big piles. We'll come around here with a screw and bust it up, because this stuff is just way too massive to even think about putting in the rotochopper. She is putting out some mulch though. So for those of you who are new to the channel, this is what we call our primary grind. So we'll grind the stuff up to, they're probably running it through a 4 or 6 inch screen just so they can really get a lot of output. And then we'll stack it right here. So we've got us quite a bit of stockpile right here. We'll let it sit and age for a little while. That'll help it go ahead and start turning a darker color. Also kind of opens up the pores in the wood so it'll accept the dye a little bit better. Then once it's aged, then it'll go over to the MC266 and get whatever color they're going to put on it. It'll be dyed and they'll make a mountain of colored mulch. After it sits there for 24 hours, it's ready to go. And here's some more hurricane debris. We've got to bring the screw around here and bust up a lot of this stuff too, because it's just simply too big. And oh man, I smell the rotten eggs now. They're back there now mixing up some compost. So they're taking the eggs and the wood chips, mixing them together, putting it in windrows so it can go ahead and start the breakdown process and be ready for sale in spring. And this material right here is coming from my cousin's sawmill that I mentioned earlier. So all the slabs and excess stuff that he can't use, we'll bring it down here, and it makes excellent stuff to put through the B66. Per usual, the wind would be blowing this way. Never fails. All right, let's take a shortcut, go back to the truck, and then I guess let's go around to the chicken pit. We've got a lot of compost made up. That's good, because that's going to start moving here very, very soon. Oh man, got covered in sawdust. It was just, that machine's so violent, it's just throwing chips and sawdust out at you. It's pretty crazy, man. And the material that Austin was loading up a while ago, this is our good stuff compost. So this is a mix of course, our aged compost, some pine fines, as well as sand. And it works great as an additive to your garden, to shrub beds, to what have you, because we inoculate it with bacteria and fungi that's beneficial to the soil. So it's got all that organic fertilizer in it anyway. You add the microbes on top of that, you got some good stuff. Y'all, really don't want to get out of the truck, but because I love y'all, I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh, we're on the upwind side of it, but it looks not good. But, oh, there it is. Okay. That is horrid. I'm not walking any further than that because Mom's making me some lasagna for dinner tonight, and I don't want to ruin my appetite. But as you heard Brandon say earlier, the chicken plant, or the chicken processing facility, caught on fire. They had to discard a lot of rotten eggs and baby chicks, and that's what that is. It makes some absolutely beautiful compost, but it smells like worse than death. That's horrible. Guys, give the video a thumbs up if you don't mind. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm staying away from that. I'm going to pick up my lasagna, have some dinner. See you later.